Trial day! Everyone's favorite! The fuck happened last time? Good question, actually. I guess we'll just jump straight into it. Yeah, so okay. Second day. Wait, these are actually parts now. Not days. Interesting. So this one is part 1, 2, the Lost Turnabout. Okay, yeah. No way, what? I don't know how they're named yet, but we'll get right into that. But we're anyways gotta get, you know, back to this. Doing a itty bitty of a yeah. A little bit of a objectioning and such, so you know what is normal for this. Anyways. Let's get right into it. Let me just get a little bit of a better pose. I've been doing things I haven't been home for too long and I've been trying to get everything in order. So I hope my voice is gonna be fine and everything works as planned. But yeah. Alright. June 21st, 9:48 fuck. 9:48 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 3. Very strong start.
What? Prosecutor Von Karma, you mean?
No, I heard it's his successor this time.
Successor? Manfred Von Karma was a really sinister man. He pulled all sorts of nasty tricks, also he could win.
He was a man obsessed with the word perfection. He had a perfect record for 40 long years. Who knows what sort of dirty tricks he used to get each of those guilty verdicts. And now his successor, I wonder what kind of person they will turn out to be.
It's no good.
Mystic Maya.
Pearly? You showed up! Thanks for coming all this way.
How did she... Does Morgan know that Pearly's here? I thought she wasn't supposed to be introduced to the world outside the cult. I mean, the cult. Yeah, I was real worried about you.
Hey, where's your mother? Didn't you two come together?
Mother is watching over the trainees. She said they have training for 2 days straight with no breaks.
Huh? Then you came all by yourself?
Okay. Little concerning. The 2-hour-long bus trip. The kid's like, what, 9? And, I mean, okay, I could see that happen if she has any experience of how to ride a bus. I'm guessing she does not. Yeah, I snuck out the manor and followed the map. Don't tell me you walked all the way here. Of course not. I ran. Jesus Christ. Determination, at least. I can't. Oh my. It takes 2 hours by train. Oh, it's 2 hours by train. There's a bus stop. I thought it's a bus trip. Oh, but they do show a train station at the... Wait. This was 9 o'clock in the morning. Of the next day from the... She must have been out and about for since 6 o'clock. At least. No, actually, possibly already started her trek. Good God.
Pearly, what about the train?
What's the train? I give up. It's time, isn't it?
I'm really scared. What if Von Karma tries to do something to me? At least I know Mr. Edgeworth would be nicer to me than Von Karma.
Mr. Edgeworth? Who is that?
He's Nick's rival. Well, he's also a friend.
Objection!
I still remember him as though I had seen him only yesterday.
Objection!
Slam stable.
I Every trial was a scorchingly fierce battle until the very end.
Objection! Objection!
Oh my god.
It was always back and forth with them, but when you're rivals for life...
Maya, please don't mention that name ever again.
Huh? But why, Nick?
I'm sorry, Maya. I forgot you don't know. He's gone and he's not coming back. He's not dead though. He's just not a prosecutor anymore.
What? Wait a second. What's that supposed to mean? What about the children?
Court will commence shortly. Please proceed into the courtroom. Let's go. Now's not the time to talk about that anyway.
Nick?
June 21st, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Court is now in session for a trial of Maya Fey. All the prosecution and the defense prepared. Okay, good that I did not make any assumptions on Von Karma. What is with this kid? Mr. Wright, are you prepared? Huh? Yes, Your Honor. Why does he always seem mad at me? Oh, fuck. Okay, so... German heritage. Daughter of, Von Karma. I'm still curious to, like... Did she ever even talk to her dad? I mean, what else would I be streaming? To my understanding, this is my stream time, this is on my stream schedule, this is my... You know... Is there something else going on that I'm not aware of? I am absolutely delaying. It's 11. What? Something I'm missing? Wait, really? I was literally just on Wilds. I didn't see any new... It didn't give me a single pop-up of, you know, anything. Because I think they changed the, They changed the schedule. The weeklies reset only tomorrow. So, I generally did not see anything. But it could be that they added the hunt, but did not have an announcement about that. And I just didn't see on the event quest list. I think I would have seen, though. Yeah, but I generally did not see anything. Wait, GOG? I thought they would first add Gore. Fucking really, though? Interesting. But no, I to my understanding, that's not a thing that's happening right now. Unless I'm terribly wrong. I might just be blind though, which is very possible. But I mean, if once again, if this day ends early, I could switch over to Wilds real fast. But damn, that'd be shocking to me. Could I be that blind? Well, actually, yes, I could. Anyways, I should worry about that. But now I need to worry about what kind of voice do I give this character. First of all, feminine voices are hard. German accent is hard. I'm going to assume that she's gonna be a lot like Manfred. So, okay, let me see. Okay, so meaning... Mr. Phoenix Wright. How would you say that with a like a German accent? Phoenix Wright. Phoenix Wright. Shit. This is gotta be a hard one. Which octave do I want to go for? I wish I understood these terms in a theory so I could apply them in practice, but full mystery. Oh my god. Oh, good god. Okay, so I need to have a little bit of sass to it. Mr. Phoenix Wright. Fuck. Mr. Phoenix Wright. Mr. Phoenix Wright. Okay, that's getting better. Mr. Phoenix Wright. Huh? You must be a little shocked because I am a woman, correct?
Hold on, so she's the famed successor to Prosecutor von Karma?
I am Franziska von Karma, the prodigy.
I see.
I gave up on a promising career in Germany and came to this country for one sole reason. Revenge.
Revenge? Is this about her father, Manfred von Karma?
If it's something of a personal nature, I'm sure you can't.
I mean, I feel like there's a big, you know... I feel like this should be some kind of a... I don't know, clause for... Maybe... I don't know. Something about the legality of this, you know, should be concerning to everybody around us, but... And for the sanctity of this, you know, court case, but... Who am I to say? Oh, no fucking way she has an actual fucking whip! I'm talking. Jeez. Are you fucking kidding me? If you interrupt again, my whip will do the speaking for me.
Please speak with your mouth like a normal person. I beg of you.
Oh, yow!
Make no mistake, I will defeat you. Prepare to go down, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Prosecutor von Karma, your opening statement, please.
Those of von Karma blood have only one fate, and that is perfection. The defendant, Maya Fey, will find no escape from her guilt on my watch.
Very well. What is the defense's position?
Your Honor?
Does the defense wish to enter a plea of not guilty?
Yes.
Foolish fool who foolishly dreams of foolish dreams. 10 minutes. I give the defense 10 minutes before it changes its plea. That's right. I have you running for the justified self-defense plea in no time.
Justified self-defense? A plea usually reserved for when a person unintentionally kills in defense of themselves. We could very easily make a solid case that it was self-defense, but...
That's not what Mia would like.
Defense stands by the plea of not guilty, Your Honor. Because to plead justified self-defense is to say you did kill someone.
How foolish. If that's how you want to play it, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I shall now call the first witness.
She's just as scary as her father. Like father, like daughter, I suppose.
It's fucking insane. And it's Gumshoe. Witness, your name and occupation. God fucking damn it, Gumshoe. The first fucking line.
Yes, sir. My name is Dick Gumshoe. I'm a detective at the local precinct.
And whipped. And he has the fucking... He literally has the most, like... I've been through this before. Now, you know, I don't think there's fixing her. And I don't think there's making her worse either. She could ruin me.
Oh, good God.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything to fix.
Gets to the point already. Explain to this court the details of this murder.
Oh, yes, sir. I mean, the only person she could have whipped would be her dead dad. So, you know. Too bad.
Yes, sir. If everyone would please look at this map. The channeling chamber has no windows and the door was locked shut. At the time of the murder, only the victim and the defendant were in the room.
What were they doing in there?
They were channeling as spirits, sir.
Channeling a spirit? Gross.
That's quite the look of disbelief there, Your Honor.
Oh yeah, I should probably buy the Edgeworth games as well.
Anyway, a few minutes after the channeling started, gunshots were heard coming from inside the room, sir. A few of the witnesses broke the door down and rushed into the room. And that's when they found...
Oh, and that's when they found that the victim was already dead, correct? I believe this is one of the most open and shut cases I've ever presided over.
A diagram of the channeling chamber. Floor plans added to the court record.
So, how was the victim killed?
I was about to get to that.
Stop wasting my time then. Have we found the gun yet, actually? Like, I've seen the, because they are on Steam. They are on sale on Steam whenever the Capcom has their, you know, sales. I actually don't remember if I bought that one. Actually, I might have already... No, I don't think I bought that one. I bought this one and then... Because I know I don't have the Ace Attorney Chronicles. That's something I'm missing at least. But then I think there's like there's more games. There's a lot of these actually. Cause of death.
The direct cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead, sir. Shot was fired from point blank range. But before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed in the chest. The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death. The murderer used the pistol to finish the victim off after the stabbing.
So the victim was stabbed before being shot.
There's the victim's autopsy report, sir.
Yeah, 2 trilogies. Okay, I think I have both trilogies? But I don't have any of the sets of 2. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think those are the ones I'm missing. I should have the second trilogy. I think so. Yeah, I have that one. I have the Apollo. Whatever that one is called. Doc Ray's autopsy report. After being stabbed in the chest, he was shot in the forehead at point blank. Okay, we already knew this.
The court accepted into evidence, Mr. Wright. You may question the witness.
Alright, cross-examination time. That's what Jesus did while he was crucified. He must have really been, you know, must have really been disappointed in the whole nailing work and the wood quality.
The cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead, sir. The murder weapon detective Gumshoe. Whose pistol was it? It was the victim's.
I figured. Makes sense that Gray would have had a gun.
The victim? No, why would he have?
Objection!
Oh.
Why would he have a pistol? Who cares? The point is that you are missing in those whose fingerprints are on that pistol. If you're not already paying attention to that, then I suggest you start.
Fingerprints? There were fingerprints?
Along with the victims, the defendant, my face were also on the grip, sir.
The defendant's fingerprints were left on the murder weapon.
Oh, I'll walk right into her hands there. The shot was fired from point blank range. Point blank, huh? So about how far away is that? It's anywhere between 12 to 20 inches away. And how do you know he was shot point blank?
Mr. Phoenix, right? I grow tired of the foolish foolery of the foolish fools of this foolish country.
Excuse me?
And gunpowder burn.
Gunpowder burn?
When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole.
Gunpowder exploding is what makes a bullet fire, and that gets real hot, pal. And there were definitely some gunpowder burns left on the victim's forehead. Wow, never knew that. Live and learn, I guess.
Phoenix has literally never watched TV. I don't think honestly, if it wasn't for a Steel Samurai case, he probably wouldn't even know what TV is. Because that's like that's the first thing that's ever talked about in any crime show.
But before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed in the chest. Stabbed? And what was he stabbed with? A fruit knife.
Oh, damn.
I see, and whose knife was it?
It looks like it belongs to the face, sir. And of course, my face fingerprints are all over it.
All over it, huh?
This does not look good.
What will you do now, Mr. Phoenix Ray?
The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death. How severe was that wound? If it had been half an inch more to the right, it would have hit the victim's heart. After a stab like that, it's impossible to fight back, let alone stand. This testimony makes it sound like Maya had stabbed him with intent to kill. The murderer used the pistol to finish the victim off after the stabbing. Are you sure he was stabbed first, then shot? Yep, sure can be. We have the best forensics team on the case. We called another medium to tell us what happened. Well, look at the wounds and you've come to the same conclusion too, pal.
A fool is a fool who will only listen to the foolish opinions of the other foolish fools. A pistol shot to the forehead at point blank is certainly enough to kill instantly. Does it matter, then, which was first? Think a little more before you open that big mouth of yours, Mr. Phoenix, right?
Grr, what a pain.
That's enough. It's Women's Month. Be more respectful, Mr. Wright. We have clearly established how the victim was murdered.
Well, actually, not in this game. This game it's like June. Is it June? I think it's June.
I brought the 2 murder weapons with me today.
Very well. The court accepted them into evidence.
Pistol out of the court record. Pistol, murder weapon was Gray's. 2 shots fired. Bears Maya's and Gray's thing. Yeah, okay. We're once again witnessing the 2 shots fired, 1 bullet hole. Knife. Murder weapon, a small fruit knife, belongs to the face, bears Maya's fingerprints. Knife out of the court record. The day and time of death was June 19th at 3:15 p.m. Eyewitnesses claim to have heard 2 gunshots at this time.
And 2 murder weapons, both with the defender's fingerprints on them, huh? This does seem like an opening shot case.
Takes bow. And naturally.
This is going from bad to worse. As if the summary just now wasn't oversimplifying things to the extreme.
Yana, feel free to slam the little gavel of yours. After all, there is no room left for doubt, is there?
That is quite true. Mr. Wright?
Yes.
Given the face of all this, do you still wish to plead not guilty? It's the opinion of this court that if you do not adjust your plea, you stand to lose.
See, just as I promised, Mr. Phoenix, right? You would change your plea in less than 10 minutes.
What will you do, Mr. Wright? Will you change to justified self-defense? Because now would be the time to do so. This is your final chance.
It's a huge decision. I better think this through all the way.
Oh shit, holy shit, he almost automatically picked that for me. Of course not guilty. We're supposed to fight for that. Mia requested that. Maya would never kill, even when possessed. Yeah, so you know, this is such a clear fake out. And I'm sure I'll get the evidence right in first go.
if we plead justified self-defense, we will basically be confessing to murder. After the trial, Maya's life would be ruined, and she would be labeled a murderer.
I mean, not. There's a difference between murder and killing.
I can't let that happen.
Like, you could really make a good case for, you know, saying that, like, oh yeah, Greg was fucking insane and tried to, like, Greg was responsible for the 14 people dead, responsible for the death of the nurse, and also tried to, you know, kill Maya. You could really easily, you know, spin it like that. But I also completely understand that, you know, we believe that Maya is innocent, so, you know, we have to fight for that.
Your Honor,
Have we reached a conclusion, Mr. Wright?
the defense will not change its plea. We will accept nothing short of complete acquittal.
Whipped. You have sealed your fate, Mr. Phoenix, right? And Detective?
Yes, sir.
Present the final portion of your testimony. The final strike.
Yes, sir.
Now, see here. Proceedings are run by... Eek! Oh, yes, of course. Go ahead, detective, and give your testimony.
I love coercion by physical abuse. I think the court would like to hear about the other piece of incriminating evidence. Incriminating evidence.
Sorry, pal, but there's an even more incriminating piece of evidence. It's the costume the defendant was wearing at the time of the crime. As you can see, it's covered in blood. The defendant attacked and killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back.
Ooh, yikes. I mean, could we even argue for a act of self-defense in that case? So I don't see what would have the point in you know, doing that.
So this is the costume. There's at least evidence of the backspray of blood on this.
Also, I have an explanation for this as well.
This piece directly links Maya fate to the crime, sir.
I see. The court accepts this into evidence.
Maya's costume. Added to the court record. Clothes Maya was wearing at the time of the murder. There are blood spatters on it. Wait a minute. Interesting.
Alright, Mr. Wright.
Maya's fingerprints on both murder weapons and blood splatter on her clothes. Could this situation get any worse?
What's wrong? You seem to be at loss. I think this is the last piece of testimony that prosecution should have to offer. Feel free to sulk off with your tail between your legs, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Please stop calling me by my full name. It's disturbing. It's like we'll be, you know, in court or something like that.
Many evidence. Let's go examine this.
Sorry, pal, but there's an even more incriminating piece of evidence. Why didn't you say so in your testimony earlier? Kinda scary today, you know, pal.
Now, Mr. Wright. There is no need for that kind of attitude in my court. Alright, just please stop there, Gabriel.
Both attorneys are absolutely, you know, ready to throw hands.
It's the costume the defendant was wearing at the time of the crime. Maya's costume? Yeah, she was wearing this when we arrested her. Maya, she's wearing her channeling costume today too. Is she not allowed to wear anything else? Yes, you can see it's covered in blood.
We know it's not strawberry.
Spot on the costume. The episode showed that it is the victim's blood.
So there is blood from the victim on the defendant's clothes.
Definitely not good. So, were there any other clues you could glean from this piece of evidence? Well...
Objection!
If you must change the topic, then the good detective here must testify again. But too bad, not enough time. Let's move on.
Oh yes, Miss Wong Karma is perfectly correct.
Not even the judge is on her side.
That's just how it is. The judge is always on the prosecutor's side. It's like we were playing with stacked deck.
If I bite off more than I can chew here, what should I do?
Press further!
Why is Miss Von Karma suddenly putting up resistance? There must be a reason as to why she suddenly threw out an objection like that.
It's the same thing that what Von Karma was doing, because Von Karma here is, you know, like, stressed out about the fact that if the case takes a direction she's not prepared for, there's simply no way for, you know, her to have enough positive karma to, you know, win the case or something like that. I don't fucking know. I just want to say karma a lot. But it's the same thing that Manfred was doing.
There must be something about this costume. Just look harder.
Is that bullet hole on the sleeve there?
Mr. Wright. Miss Von Karma's logic is perfect. There's no way for you to poke a hole in it.
Ah, looks like my time's up. So about the costume.
You know, that poke a hole is a pretty good giveaway for me that, like, I'm gonna press this thing.
There's one little thing.
Slam's table.
Your Honor?
Or desk. I think it's a desk, more a table. It's more a desk than a table.
Your Honor? Actually, there is something very wrong with this piece of evidence.
What?
What are you talking about, pal?
Where is the problem you are talking about?
I've come this far. There's no turning back now. That's what I have with this piece of evidence here.
Ling, 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 ling. Okay, so I'm saying it's this one because there's no hole for button here. There's some act of either it's a bullet shot, doesn't have any burn marks on it though, so, you know, hard to say, or it's a sign of struggle, which, you know, still means that the defendant would have actually, or the victim would have absolutely, you know, been in a position to actually fight back. Or something happened, like, I don't know, Maya was, you know, that is a little too big for a, like a needle to drug her and put her to sleep or something like that. So I'm saying this.
I asked the court to please take a look at the sleeve of this costume.
A sleeve? There's a tiny hole here.
No, but that wasn't in the report.
Hold on. What's this around the hole? It smells faintly of gunpowder.
Yeah, I mean, okay, no burn marks, but it smells like gunpowder.
Gunpowder? No one ever told me.
A hole that smells of gunpowder.
It looks like I found the hole I was looking for.
Okay, game, you're really trying to, you know, like, drill that hole in.
Your Honor, the only logical conclusion you can make is that it must be a bullet hole.
Order! 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 This is a very grave matter. It's best we correct the court record first before anything else.
Maya's costume updating the court record. Close Maya's wearing at the time of the murder. Press the check button for detail. Okay! Here we go again.
Sorry about that. Guess we messed up, sir. Is she actually smiling? What else is she hiding?
Pull yourself together, detective. That tiny hole doesn't change a thing. The strength of the evidence still holds. Continue with your testimony that just now was a fluke, nothing more.
Objection!
Slams table.
Desk. How can you say something like that? This is a huge oversight.
While I agree it is a mistake on the part of the police, what Prosecutor Von Karma has said is true, the evidence still stands. If we do not find a more definitive problem with the evidence, then...
No way.
Detective Gumshoe, please continue with your testimony.
Yes, sir. The defendant attacked and killed a person who, without doubt, was not fighting back. He wasn't fighting back? How do you know if he was or wasn't? We can find no evidence that the victim put up any sort of struggle, pal.
So did the murderer have a fight with the victim or not? Depending on this, the circumstances around this murder changed drastically.
We're in real trouble now. If only I had something to prove that the victim did fight back. Now, Von Karma, she thinks she can decide the verdict with his testimony alone. Well, I'll find a critical contradiction somehow, and then I'll have her.
Okay, this is heavily giving me, you know. Heavily giving the vibes that this is where I should be presenting the, presenting this one. Okay, I expected that I could actually look a little more closely to this, but okay, never mind then. So, the question is, do I just immediately show my badge? Yeah, like, check for details. I cannot check, that's all the details I have, okay. So, we're assuming that the bullet hole has been, you know, taken in consideration. So, this kind of contradicts the fact that, like something must have happened that triggered the bullet to be fired towards her.
Objection!
Slams desk.
Detective Dick Gumshoe. Yeah? Having you call me by my full name is kind of a weird feeling.
No, I'm not saying that.
You said that my client killed a person who, without doubt, was not fighting back. Yeah, I did. And what, may I ask, is the bullet hole you police overlooked supposed to mean? What does it mean? I'll tell you what it means. It means that the victim had fired off a shot. Is this what it means to not fight back? Oh, you're right.
It seems you are correct. If the victim had tried to shoot the defendant, then it would change everything.
Alright, the wind seems to be shifting.
Huh.
What is with that? Are you finished yet, laugh?
Are you finished yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Miss Swan Karma?
It seems that Maya Fey was shot at by the victim. However, that is the only grounds enough to support a justified self-defense plea.
That is correct.
But I'm sure you remember, Your Honor, what the defense clearly said. They rejected justified self-defense and pleaded not guilty. I mean, Jesus Christ. They're actually gonna fucking do this, aren't they?
Why, that's right.
Whip. Which means city defense has yet to prove anything at all.
No.
I mean, it's still a what? Okay.
Well, yes, that's true.
Thanks, bow. And furthermore, just the fact that there is a bullet hole in the costume is not enough to substantiate even a plea of justified self-defense.
Oh, how so?
Whipped. Don't just stand there. Hurry up and tell the call what transpired that day. With the new information we acquired in, of course.
Huh? You mean by myself? You want me to put together the scenario all by myself?
Whipped. I'm not sure if he's enjoying that or not. He's smiling every whiplash.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Witness testimony. What transpired?
During the channeling, the defendant saw her chance to stab the victim in the chest. Of course, the victim used the last of his strength to fight back, sir. While the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun. The victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. The defendant then picked up on the opening, took the victim's gun, and ended it.
Okay. That's a kind of a wild statement.
The scenario you have put together does make sense.
Yes, sir.
Well, Mr. Wright.
So, in the previous court case, the whatever Mr. Wellington he was, we literally could not accuse him of murder because we couldn't figure out a fucking alibi, or not alibi, a fucking motive. We have not even gone into the motive yet here. Why would Maya wish to, you know, do that? Like, we're ignoring a lot of facts here.
Well, Mr. Wright.
My controller died. Is it really? If I like move, if the fucking cord moves even a fucking inch on this, it disconnects. That's insane. Okay, anyways.
On the surface, it does seem to make sense. However, I won't give up that easily.
Please refrain from glaring at me like that. Now then, your cross-examination, please.
What transpired?
During the channeling, the defendant saw her chance to stab the victim in the chest. There's quite a difference in height between Dr. Gray and the defendant. And in body strength, then it seems unlikely the defendant could have stabbed the victim. Now that you mention it, yeah, I guess.
You think you can get away with such flimsy reasoning, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Maya Fey was in the middle of channeling, was she not?
Huh?
When channeling with the current channeling technique, the medium physically changes. Okay, so she absolutely believes in the whole channeling thing. Without a doubt. We're not, like, she's not even, she knows how this works. With the nurse's build, the defendant could have easily been a match for the doctor.
I don't believe it. She even studied up on the Korean channeling technique.
Whiplash. Stretch. Like I said before, I am perfect.
About what you were talking about, I didn't quite get it. Never mind, let's continue with testimony.
Because of what we used to have last of his strength to fight back, sir. So he was stabbed, but the stab wound didn't kill him. But if you think about the blood loss, he was probably hurt pretty bad. How badly hurt would you say he was? Actually, I went to give blood the other day, and afterward I felt a little lightheaded and dizzy. I guess the damage was maybe about 10 times the dizziness. Ugh. Sorry. While the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun. Where in the world did that pistol come from? It looks like the victim, Dr. Gray, had specifically bought it for the day. But a handgun. He got it off the black market about 2 days before the murder.
Oh fuck, he actually had the intent. He had intention to kill? What the fuck?
Why did Mr. Gray bring a gun? Was he taking precautions against stuff?
Also, how did they know that it's actually his gun if it was taken off the black market? Yeah, I mean, I guess there is also photographic evidence of Maya actually looking different, so, you know, maybe, you know, Von Karma isn't actually, how would I say? They're evil, not close-minded.
The victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed.
I'm sorry.
So you're saying that the bullet hole in the costume was made then? Sorry, pal, but yeah, that's what I think. 2 of them were already fighting when a shot was fired. Maya, I'm really glad you weren't hurt.
Somebody's not happy about that at all, and demands blood.
The defendant then picked up on this opening, took the victim's gun and ended it. Maya has never fired a gun before in her life. The victim had already taken off the safety. With the safety off, even an amateur like you can fire it just by pulling the trigger.
You don't know how many people Phoenix has killed? I mean, how many zeros of people Phoenix has killed? I mean, how many times Phoenix has fired a gun? Which is probably 0, to be honest.
Even me? I wonder...
Phoenix, no! If you have a gun on you, do not pull it out now. This is not the place to whip it out. It neither is the place for whipping something else, but, you know, that apparently doesn't apply to, you know, German people. Now you understand? Our Von Karma logic is perfect.
His testimony certainly makes us look very bad, but there's gotta be a contradiction in there somewhere. And uncovering it is going to uncover the truth. I can feel it. The channeling of the defendants.
Okay, so... Fuck. I get so caught up in all the whipping. Like, this one just seems... Well, that seems kind of unlikely. Okay, let's see, what can I... I'm guessing there's something wrong with the, like, of course there's something wrong with the testimony. But... can I expect this to already do something by doing too much? Okay. While two are fighting. Let's see. He get persecuted in Germany at age 13, a prodigy who was never known defeat. Shall this for the next big scoop? Nothing about Mimi here. Or Ini yet. Okay, that name does not make sense. I'm not gonna question it. I like how they have Mia as part of the case, part of this, you know, case, even though she's literally not here. Okay. Let's see. Where's Maya's and Gray's fingerprints? Where's Maya's fingerprints? Something I missed with the clothes. There's a blood splatter there, yeah. Yeah, I'm not saying that she's not allowed to be part of this, it's just that it's quite fascinating. And also it really does imply that there's a lot more going on here. Okay. Let's go one thing at a time. Actually, let me just press this again. Just a couple things that were like... the last of his strengths is a little...
Stab, but the stab didn't kill him. Think about the blood loss.
Yeah. So, blood loss. Okay. Take out his gun.
Where did that pistol come from?
Victim, Dr. has specific quality for that day. A handgun. Okay. This is the thing that just confuses me. Okay. This gun and ended it. And if I got in there alive, take the safety off. Wait a minute. Okay. God, man. Somehow I'm actually drawing an absolute blank here. Um... Alright, let's see. Let's see. Stabbed in the chest and shot point blank. Yeah, so that tracks. On May 2nd, 14 patients died. Diagram of Fate Manor. Yeah, somehow I'm actually like absolutely drawing a blank here. Yeah, I know. Not very promising. Probably not this one. Falling asleep at the wheel. 8 inches off the ground, a small hole that looks like a bullet hole. Probably not this one yet. Well, actually... Yeah, but we haven't established... Yeah, you know, we are at absolute disadvantage here. For once, the women are against us. So, you know... Not very promising. Not this one, at least. I'm wondering if I could use a diagram for something. But it just... Because this doesn't show the position of the, Now, it's not a statement you... It's not necessarily a statement you want to have out there. Okay, so let's see. I don't think it's this thing. That's how we strengths to fight Baxter while they were fighting. The victim took out his gun. Okay, because one thing that bothers me here is the... So this is a revolver, which chambers in the chambers after every shot. You actually kind of need to know something. You kind of need to know what you're doing. Like, it's not just at the... it's not just to pull of the trigger, to my understanding. I don't know guns too well, but this kinda, you know, gives me a little bit of a, Okay, I'm actually gonna try to... I'm gonna take a quick moment to focus, take a little sip, and try to actually think of what are my current options. Yeah, actually, I'm really hoping that it's not gonna be Pearl who's next gonna be in the courtroom. That would be bad. For everyone involved. Looks at the face, minus fingerprints. Wasn't there a knife on the table, actually? There was a knife on the table. In the room. Okay. So... It's either I need to present the ropes here, because like if that hit, like it's very unlikely for the shot to actually like go through only one sleeve, but not go all the way through. But I might be overthinking that. Okay. So it's either the rope here or the gun here. But I think my reasoning is not on the level that the game would want me to have it. I'm gonna try the gun here.
Objection!
Nah, it's not right. Yeah. There is a contradiction in your honor.
Actually, our evidence of statement just now related.
They aren't, are they?
Not at all. Mr. Wright, please think the facts before making accusations.
I don't think that won me any points with the judge.
Ah, well. So it's not that thing. So that means that it's... I guess this kind of proves that wasn't a miss. I guess.
Objection!
Oh shit, it's that one. Okay.
Missing the tiny hole on this costume? Will be the prosecution's undoing. Huh? What do you mean? This little hole has actually created a huge hole in your testimony.
Explain yourself, Mr. Wright.
The two of them were fighting when the victim fired his gun at point blank. If that were true, then where is the gunpowder burn on this costume?
Holy fuck, I was actually right on that. There are no signs of, you know... Oh my god. But then again, I thought of this earlier, then I completely ignored it, so
Gunpowder burn? This is what you testified earlier. When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole. Oh! But there is no single trace of gunpowder burn on this costume.
That is a very good point. And what exactly does this mean?
It means that when the shot was fired, they were standing apart from each other.
Objection!
I'm disappointed, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You think you can punch a hole in my logic with that? With wishy-washy thinking like that? Anyone can explain anything away.
And I implore you to disprove my line of thinking.
Let's see. In the middle of the fight, the victim pushed the defendant away, and it was then, when they were separated, that he fired. How was that?
Objection!
As if that was even possible. According to testimony, the wound from the stabbing was very severe. The victim would not have had the strength to push the defendant very far after that.
Well then... That's right. The defendant must have pushed the victim away. After stabbing him, she must have put some space between the doctor and herself. And why would she do that? And then, while she was preparing to strike again, the doctor took his shot. There. That should satisfy even you.
That does make an awful lot of sense. What do you think, Mr. Wright?
I must be careful. I can't afford to make a mistake here.
Well, shit.
Concentrate and think.
No, it doesn't make sense. Does not make sense. The... How would I say? Being pushed away. Victim being weak. Taking a shot. And it seems just really fucking unlikely overall. Also... Well, actually, no, that doesn't... I guess that's...
Better not make a mistake.
There's a fatal flaw in her argument, Your Honor. Fatal?
Hello? Yo!
Very interesting. I would like to see where this flaw is. Show me something that contradicts my explanation.
There has to be a snag in her explanation somewhere. She put some distance between them by rushing to make the final blow. And when she was about to strike, the doctor took his shot. There must be a piece of evidence that supports this line of thinking.
Oh shit. Oh my god. My bad. Okay, so distance between the two. I mean, it could be a diagram. It's like a little bit of, you know. So the blood on the costume would be from the stabbing, meaning that this is not, so person gets stabbed, bleeds out on, you know, all over the stabby, No, the stabber. The stabby gets... the stabby bleeds all over the stabber. Which caused the blood splatter. 2 shots fired. And shot at point blank. Technically... Wait, was it so that the... Shit, I'm trying to remember. Did she say that the shot, that it was pretty much simultaneous? That they were stabbed and then they were shot? I think it would be like very unlikely. There is of course the point blank thing here. No, but that would still mean that there would be a residue on the there will still be residue on the clothing if she was shot point blank. I don't know how much 12 inches exactly is. I have no banana for reference, so like, but my assumption would be that that would still leave some residue. Possibly. Nah, I actually don't know. Fuck, the fucking revolver is long enough that, you know, I could technically just... This might be 20 inches or 10 inches. Actually, I think it's probably about 10 inches. The barrel. So, yeah, I guess that's not... So my guess, it would be the floor plans. This shows that there's like... Okay, let me bring my mouse up if that's visible. So, victims here... Okay, stabbies here, stabberies here. A stabber approaches the victim, or stabby, stabs them, gets pushed away, or pushes away. There would be it doesn't really leave a lot of distance. My guess is that it's a floor plan.
Take a look at this. Why are you showing this to me, pal? What's it good on Karma's explanation of this piece of evidence? You don't contradict, huh? Looks like you need to use your brain a little more, pal. Ugh, being lectured by Gumshoe of all people is so embarrassing. Come on, hurry up and get that thingy cap on.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so that was not correct. The distance is... Okay, fine. But it's also not penalizing me here, so... Put some distance between them before rushing to make the final blow. Okay. She was about to strike. The doctor took his shot. Well, I mean, okay. It was about... Well, then that would anyways be point blank. This is literally... This would literally this is a contradiction itself. Okay, so what do I... Like what? Is it the fucking shirt again? That it would still be close enough? Like strike, it's a knife. Maybe it's the opposite. I mean, the game's not penalizing me right now, so... No. Okay, it's not the fact that, you know, like... It's not the fact that, you know, it was a point blank, or that the murder happened point blank, and apparently there was room for interpretation as to, like, how briefly it happened. So, that means it has to be either the knife or the costume again. Good God. I don't know, the fucking... What does a knife prove, though? I think nothing. I would say it's this thing. Take a look at this. Nope. Nope. Not this either. Does it want me to... Oh, fuck. Yeah, I can go for the profiles as well. I am so fucking lost on this. Okay, let's... Probably nothing. Oh wait, she's already 18 in this. Oh damn. So wait, has it been a year? Or actually, could it be that she... Okay, never mind. Alright. May deceased. I'm gonna say nothing here is actually, you know... Age 35, murder during child... Yeah, there's nothing here that's actually, you know... Guess it has to be the knife then. Has to be the knife. No. Fucking really? Wait, really? It's not even the knife? The fact it's a fucking... Okay, I'm just throwing... Like, okay. Is it the folding screen? We haven't even talked about this yet. So it's not the autopsy report, not the fact that the murder happened super close up and there would be residue. Is it the gun, the pistol? 2 shots fired. Wait, is it the fact... Wait, did they... Take the shot. I've tried this. I've tried that. I've tried this. I've tried this. So it's either this thing or it's the gun. And while this one seems pretty logical, honestly, on a way, maybe, possibly. Maybe not that logical. I'll try the gun. No, it's not the gun either. It's the fucking hole. Okay. It's the hole then. Because it really leaves no fucking room for this. It fucking is the hole. Are you okay. Yeah, okay, it makes sense. Actually, I can see this happening, but it was like, how are we spinning this exactly?
It's a piece of evidence that destroys your logic.
What is that? A folding screen?
I would like to point the court's attention to the hole in this folding screen.
Ugh.
It looks like you already know what I'm talking about. Who? Where? What?
Not that hole, but the other hole.
Mr. Wright, your explanation, please.
Is you really that clueless?
I mean, I'm absolutely fucking baffled.
The bullet went through the defense's lead first, then the folding screen.
Yeah, okay, well that makes sense. Yeah, but like this, I could see this happen from any angle.
It passed through a height of approximately 8 inches off the ground, which means...
It was shot from...
When the shot was fired, Maya, I mean the defendant, was not getting ready to strike, but was actually squatting low to the ground.
I mean, I thought the idea here was specifically that it was a missed shot. So it could literally go anywhere. The guy was stabbed. Honestly, I'm not seeing... like, okay. I get where this is going, but this is a very flimsy defense.
Order, order. This changes everything.
Please look at this diagram of the crime scene. The victim, Dr. Gray, was here when he fired the shots. And the bullet hit this folding screen. It hit at this location about 8 inches off the ground.
Like, I figured this would be the reason why, like... okay, actually, okay. The folding screen makes more sense than the diagram. This, I can accept this. Since we're using both, this is valid. I'll allow it. It's a start of fucking deranged as all hell.
At this time, the defendant was in the area.
Oh, fuck. Alright. Well, at least it gives me a lot of options here. Well, I mean, okay, if the... they shoot through, like... Yeah, so he has to be on a line between these 2 points. And especially if he hits through the sleeve. Would be here, in this sector, technically. But, like... Oh boy. Alright, let me think. It's always super specific with these. So the fruit knife actually would make sense because of the knife being on this table specifically. So she would need to be... she would have been at this area at some point. And... So if it was any closer, there was a chance of it, like... Okay, what is a distance where it would have been likely for the sleeve to get pierced and for it to hit this one while also cowering? Does that mean she was hiding behind the table here? Actually, that kind of makes... So it's either here or it's here. What if she was behind it? Oh, fuck. Well, damn. Now we're at the question where, like... So we don't know what Mimi's like. If Maya was... Okay, Maya wasn't channeling. We actually know that she wasn't channeling. But except she was. Because she was at the... Should go through here. Yeah, no, I don't think there's any... No distraction in the world is gonna make this any worse. Failed. I mean, how... Oh, damn. That's very unfortunate. It's always unfortunate when bakings don't go the right way. Sometimes it just happens and not much to do about it, but that's really unfortunate. Would she be... okay, my guess is that she would be behind... Well, but why would he fire... Okay. Would he fire... Oh my god. Hey, but that's at least good news. You know? Some time off, enjoying... I mean, I have a lot of chances for this, so I'm gonna... Okay. My guess would be her first instinct would be hide behind this. Like, somebody pulls out a gun, she runs away, starts cowering behind the desk here. This is also where the knife would be, so I'm saying here.
I'm standing here near the folding screen.
Wait a second. We know this defendant was close to the ground based on the height of the bullet hole. But how can you gauge the distance from that? Isn't it possible that the defendant was standing much closer to the victim? I mean, honestly, I do highly recommend just like make everything as comfortable as possible. So for example, yes, take care of the dog, have everything in order, and then like it's a game that doesn't really it's not time gated in any way. Enjoy it when and how you want to, so you know. But, you know. Then again, whatever works. It's also a good idea. But why?
You, of all people, should know the answer to that question, Miss Von Karma. If she were shot from somewhere closer, there would be gunpowder burns present.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
However, there's nothing of the sort around the bullet hole of this costume.
Curse you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You...
I believe it has now been proven that the defender was standing a ways from the victim when she was shot at. But do you think this has changed the defender's situation?
I mean, yes, it does. It means that she was not attacking.
Honestly, Your Honor, this changes everything. The prosecutor has claimed that the defendant was aiming to kill by stabbing. If that were true, delivering the final strike with the knife would be ideal. However, where and what was the defendant doing at the time?
Squatting all the way by the folding screen?
Exactly. If Maya Fey was the real murderer, why would she be by the folding screen instead of preparing to strike?
Upon further consideration, it does make very little sense.
Yeah, I figured there had to be a reason.
Figuring things out and proving the logic behind everything is your job.
Oof.
Alright, with this, the rest of the trial should be in the boot. Last radius of disaster.
You are such a smart man, Mr. Phoenix Wright. To think that you've been able to take a completely hopeless case to this point. Now I know why Papa had a tough time with you. You amuse me.
Of all things to inherit, why did it have to be that smarmy smile?
And detective, how dare you damage my perfect logic?
Huh? How is it all my fault?
You can start repairing your standing by first removing that three-strand goatee. Oh, and rest assured your punishment will come later.
Punishment?
He looks excited for this. Well then, Your Honor, I think I've had all I can take of this detective's face. I think it's time to call in the next witness. Good God, this was almost 1.5 hours. It was the first witness.
Next witness? That's gotta be Lotta.
Very well. The court will now take a 5-minute recess. After we reconvene, we will hear from the next witness.
Holy shit, wait, he actually takes a break? No, but that's a 5-minute recess. Yeah, I think I was thinking of I would save anyways within the days. Yep, off we go. This was only an hour about, and especially if GOG's not out yet, then you know, I have no reasons to even debate about if I continue or not. June 21st, 11:37 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Actually, not too inaccurate as to how long he actually took in court. About 1.5 hours, even though it's a bit less. Hour 20 right now, and I did yap a little bit.
Phew, that was a close one.
And I know you're giving it your all to defend me, but I could feel the death penalty hanging in the air.
I feel like I was pretty close to dying myself.
You are wonderful out there. You listen carefully, make theories, and trick everyone into believing you.
Thanks. Wait, tricked?
I must be the lawyer's secret technique, right? By the way, is the next witness who I think it is?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Lotta Hart.
Oh, guess there's no escaping her, huh? My idea like Lotta either. Remember, Nick, you promised you'd save me. If you lose, me and my sister's ghost will come after he'd haunt you. Wow. Damn. Your sister, are you talking about Mystic Mia? Yeah, do you remember her, Pearly? Does she not even know she's dead? Is she old enough to understand death? Concept of death? I don't know. My sister was super good lawyer. She was also Nick's teacher. Oh, I didn't know that. June 21st, 11:43 a.m. District Court courtroom number 2. We're starting 6 minutes late. The fuck is this? Somebody's gonna get whipped for this. Now we're starting a minute late.
Court will now reconvene. Now, the first order of... Oh!
I don't want to hear it, old man. After I called my witness, sit there quietly and watch like a good little boy.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely zero. Like, okay. You know, I can respect the fact that she just does not give a shit. That they keep referring to her as sir. God, man. Stone cold. And bring in the photographer who witnessed the channeling. Witness, your name and occupation, if you please. Hey, Phoenix, how you doing? Just fine. Sorry about this. Didn't exactly have a choice, you know. You could have just not taken the fucking shots. Yowza! Name and occupation. I declare. What intonation? Hey, Judge, this is where... This here is violence against my fair self.
That's fine.
That's fine! You say it's fine! That's fine. That ain't fine, that's a whip. Yeah! There's no need for foolish outcries from foolish fools. Just hurry up and testify about what happened on the day of the murder. I haven't gotten to say my name and job yet. Jesus Christ. My name's Lotta Hart, paranormal photographer, and I'm here to testify.
No, let's all be one big happy family, okay?
It actually makes perfect sense that we get Lotta Hart back in the same case that we also get a Von Karma in court. Witness account. Witness's account. Oh, the dog and the defendant went into the channeling chamber. We were waiting outside the door and then BAM! We heard this gunshot. Mr. Lawyer here and there broke the door down and we rushed into the room. Inside was a dead victim and the defendant waving a pistol around. I swear other than those two, there was no one else in that room.
Did you take a picture of the scene right after the murder took place?
Reckon course. Excuse me? Reckon course is a short for yeah reckon, of course I did. That's not real. Does it look like I care? Just hurry up and show your picture to the court.
The moment of truth. What will be in that picture?
Let's see here. This here's a picture. Yeah, no, okay, that's pretty incriminating to be honest. But it also does not make sense in the position-wise and the direction-wise and the location-wise and...
It would certainly seem that the only defendant and the victim were in that room.
A picture taken at the murder scene. Lotta's photo added to the court record. Are you ready, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
I will clear all doubt about my effort with this cross-examination. Just watch me.
This is account. On the dog at the end went into the challenge chamber.
Was it really only those two that went in?
Objection!
What are you blabbering about? You were there too, were you not? Why don't you answer that yourself? Was it really just the two of them?
Yes, Dr. Gray and Maya were the only ones that went in the room.
Hold on, we can't have the defense testifying against its own client.
Anyway, folks, all the two of them went into the challenge chamber. You hear? Well, you knew that from the very beginning, didn't you? Witness, continue. I mean, I feel like it's good to ask, you know, what's going on with the witness. And also to establish the situation to the entire... It doesn't... this game does not go by real world logic. We're waiting outside the door and then BAM! We hear this gunshot.
Was it really a gunshot?
Objection!
Once again. Are you insane? You must have heard it as well. Why didn't you testify for the court, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Was it really a gunshot?
Yes, I think it was something that sounded like a gunshot.
And why are we here listening to the defense testify?
And the world becomes just a little crueler.
I had a gunshot for a long time ago, so I know. And I tell you, that was a gunshot I heard. Now this is where the story heats up. There's a lawyer there, broke the door down, and we rushed in the room.
So, let me get this straight. Is Mr. Lawyer...
Fucking Christ! Why are we not asking real questions here?
Mr. Lawyer there broke the door down?
Honestly, Mr. Phoenix Wright, why don't you tell us what happened then?
Yes, Miss Wong Karma. I broke the door down, sorry. Why does this feel like I'm Inquisition?
No need for apologizing, that was great, you're a real man.
Oh, really? That's something I would have liked to see.
The judge is smiling rather openly. I'll take that as a good sign.
And what did you see once you broke in?
Yeah, this Mr. Lawyer guy. Do we know anything more about them? What if they were the real killer?
He said I was a dead victim and there's been a baby and pistol around.
Are you sure it was the defendant, Miss Maya Fey?
Sure, I'm sure.
Well, that seems awful confident in her testimony.
Press harder.
Oh, please, think back to the day one more time.
What you getting, eh?
Remember what you said when we broke into the room.
I was murdered. Click. I don't know, that face is actually kind of funny. I think I can take that into the storage just for the hell of it.
Lotta, at a time like this,
It's like this is perfect for snapping up shots. But anyway, what's going on here? This gal, is she Maya?
when you saw the murderer at the time, you couldn't even tell if it was Maya Fey or not, am I correct?
Well, you see, is she gonna do this again? Is she gonna, a second time, falsely testify in court just to, you know, like, get a little bit of a buzz going for the, for her, you know, carrier?
Order? Miss Hart, you are here to present accurate testimony.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, this shifts things back to my side.
For a defense lawyer, your defense is terribly lacking, Mr. Phoenix, right?
Huh?
Witness, think back to when those two entered the channeling chamber. When they entered, one of those people that entered the chamber was Maya Fey, correct? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it was Maya that went in.
It looks like we're come to a collective conclusion. The person in this picture is most certainly Maya Fey.
Exactly.
Rats, and I'm trapped like one. Again.
I swear, other than those two, there was no one else in that room.
Are you absolutely certain of that?
True am, but that old witch chases out of the room, so...
Oh, witch? Does she mean Morgan Fey? Morgan Freeman?
Sorry. There was no one else in there, and you know it.
The challenge chamber was very dark, almost pitch black. Was there really no one else in there? What about...
Behind the folding screen, behind the door. Ooh, actually, behind the door is pretty smart. Actually, let me check the how do door open? It no show how door open. But if we were able to break through it, no, we broke through the door. When Phoenix, you know, when Phoenix the battering ram was slammed against the door, for the final time, it would have the door would have like snapped open and crushed anything on the other side. So probably not behind the door. but behind the... Honestly, under the flooring is also... That's actually an excellent point because of the mold. Maybe there's mold people. Oh yeah, sorry, we're not on a first name basis anymore.
What about under the flooring? Did you check it there?
I ain't no ignoramus to make it out there. Now here.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Don't why you talking about me. Under the flooring. Come on, even a bug could crawl under there. I'm sorry to disappoint, but there was no secret passageway under the flooring.
Oh, yeah, that was a bit far-fetched, huh?
I mean, could have been literally under the floorboards, like hidden under the floorboards.
Ah, just as I thought. There's nothing wrong with their testimony. Let's wait for her so I know if she's telling the truth.
Enough. It seems that there are no issues with Miss Hart's testimony.
At the time of the crime, only 2 people were in the channeling chamber. The victim, Dr. Turner Gray, and the defendant, Maya Fey. There's one more place.
The face of the defendant cannot be verified in this picture. However, if we think about the circumstances, it would have to be the defendant.
What am I going to do? Just let this go. Let it go. Let it go.
What is it, Mr. Wright? You look as if you have something to say.
Objection!
If I make one wrong move, I'm going to have the judge against me. Is there anything present that would prove it's not Maya in that photo?
Do I have anything that actually could prove that it's not Maya? Like, because the confusing thing here is that I don't know if they mean like the whole, if they mean the whole, like, channeling thingy or not. Can't present anything yet. That's interesting. The way that's worded kind of implies that there's nothing I can show right now that would, you know... I mean, it's only 1 bar. I can risk it. Okay, but what evidence would I show, actually? Fuck. Okay, maybe I should think this through before I actually act. Well, probably the... I mean, actually, this is a full image. But I'm told not to think about things. That apparently is a bad idea. Probably a height difference here. That's one thing. It's probably something.
Your Honor,
Mr. Wright.
it's possible that the person in this photo is not the defendant.
What? You know what you are proposing?
Yeah, this is plain fool's talk.
Thanks, guys. Your show of support was just great.
No, then Mr. Wright, please show the court some proof. Prove to this court that the person in this photo is not Maya Fey.
Okay, like, oh, God. Okay, what does he actually want from me? Because, now, here's the thing. There is the fact that, like... maybe it's about the position. We have established as to where Maya would be. But also, I guess she could have moved there at the after shooting. And is this what the game wants? Is this the item of evidence? I don't know. But then, like, I'm actually gonna say that it specifically wants it's the whole hairstyle and like that. You know, the tallness and like that. And this has already been established. I'll provide! Here's your proof.
Objection!
Is there a problem? Oh no, I thought I would work on my inflections. Just wondering what an objection with a twist of "you're wrong" sounds like.
Mr. Wright, I'm sorry, but I don't follow your logic.
Never mind.
Shoot, I guess I wasn't showing enough confidence.
It's giving me the option. I'm thinking that this is... Yeah, but, well, okay. I'll try once more. Now
then, Mr. Wright, please show the court some proof.
It's the location, the position. Couldn't be. Is there a problem?
Objection!
Is there a problem? No, okay. I am going to take a gander and say that I am not supposed to. I have no way of knowing yet. So I'll give up now.
Roll, Mr. Wright.
Nothing, Your Honor. That's very smart of you, Mr. Phoenix, right? You really should give up trying to prove this is not my affair.
I didn't say anything about giving up. I just don't have the right piece of evidence to prove my arguments.
That's enough.
Is this it? Is this all I could do?
I think it's quite obvious to discard the verdict of not guilty is not possible.
I told you it's totally 100% impossible.
Miss Von Karma, do you have any further questions for this witness?
Having established the defendant's guilt, further questioning won't be needed.
What about the defense? No further questions, I presume?
I couldn't protect my...
Is this actually it? Are you actually... Don't. Are you fucking serious again? That would literally just end the whole fucking case. That one thing.
Phoenix, you can't make that kind of face. A lawyer is someone who smiles, no matter how bad it gets.
Mia.
No. Wait, Pearl's there? There are so many questionable things about this. Oh no. But she couldn't make it to the fucking... She couldn't even see her face from the stand. Yeah, I know the clothes and the hair and... This... Yeah, this is... There's many things wrong with this. Many things wrong with this. Many things wrong with this. What the fuck?
I guess I made it just in time, wouldn't you say?
But pearls.
Our clothes are a bit small.
Well, okay. At least they acknowledge that. I don't know, is that better or worse?
Anyway, what are you waiting for, Phoenix? Let's go.
But how? She's already taken away every advantage.
The advantage is still in your hand. Think carefully one more time about what you saw in the channeling chamber. Do you remember what you told me yesterday?
Dr. Gray.
Yeah, no, that's... There are... holy shit, I don't even know what to fucking consider this. I don't know where it goes wrong, but it goes wrong in so many ways. Click.
I was murdered.
What? Click.
A lot at a time like this. Sounds like these are perfect for snapping up shots. You see, there is one final piece to this puzzle.
Mia?
Question Lara one more time, Phoenix. I don't know if she's doing it consciously or on purpose, but she's not testifying truthfully.
Now then, this court would like to end the cross-examination period.
Please wait, Your Honor. I was having a discussion with this very tall 9-year-old. Defense would like to request that the witness testify one more time.
Overruled. I'm afraid you're too late, Mr. Wright. Cross-examination has already ended. Furthermore, any unrelated... Oh!
It's fine. I'll allow another testimony. I won't Karma's case is perfect. Absolutely flawless. And what better time than this for you to see that?
But, I mean, I have some place I must go after this. Alright, I'll allow it. Miss Hart, hurry and give us another testimony.
Well, heck, what am I supposed to talk about?
I don't know where the fuck sorry, that came out. I misread that, but...
Please tell us once more, what happened when you burst into the channeling chamber?
Okay, you got him. See, you got through to the judge somehow, right?
Well, actually, it was Karma's whip that got through to him.
Erin's gonna be bleeding after this fucking session. Witness account, part 2.
When we broke into that room, all I could focus on was Maya. I was kinda scared of the dead body, so I didn't take a good look at it. I'm really bad when it comes to blood and ghosts and stuff. But I still managed to point my camera at Maya and take a shot.
Nothing sounds different from before.
Some parts of her testimony were very vague. I should press her on those sections.
Are we now going into the ghost parts?
Struggle how you like as you taste the bitterness of your defeat. Well, amuse me with your useless questions, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'm waiting.
Witness account, part 2.
And we broke in that room, all I could focus on was Maya.
So, what did she look like?
You know, she looked almost like a different person.
A different person?
She may have seemed like a different person, however, she was still Maya Fey. We have already made that point abundantly clear.
Yes, that is true. Well then, Miss Hart, did you happen to see anything else?
I was kinda scared of their body and I didn't take a good look at it, so...
And perhaps that body was not Dr. Gray's at all.
Well, I reckon that's possible.
Objection!
If the body inside the room was not that of Dr. Gray, then whose body was it, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Well, what if it was that of Maya Fey after the channeling? Or maybe...
Ow!
Foolish fool spouting foolishness, just as I expect of a foolish fool such as you. If that were the case, then that would mean that Maya Fey is in fact dead. And that would make the defendant's chair quite a lonely place, wouldn't it?
Sorry, Maya.
Are you all done here? Can I continue? I'm really bad when it comes to blood and ghosts and stuff. Really? I think she'd just be really nice.
And even knowing that, you still persist in being the paranormal photographer?
That's why I'm getting out of here. That's why I'm getting out of this here business. This guy's gonna get the dirt on the stars and be a tabloid photographer from now on.
She goes through jobs faster than a baby through diapers. Wow.
And Mr. Phoenix, right? Would it kill you to stay on topic for a change?
Well, would it, Mr. Wright?
Just might.
Nice tag team in stereo. Because I should be grateful it's not in 5.1.
The fuck?
I still managed to point my camera at Maya and take a shot.
2, right?
2 what?
2 shots. You took 2 shots.
But only one has been submitted as evidence.
Miss Hart, where is the other picture you have been withholding?
No. You got it all wrong. It's not me. I didn't mean anything bad. I know I can't be a little mean, but I ain't evil.
Well, at least she knows for herself.
And why have you not shown this other picture to the court yet?
Holy fuck! What the fuck's her problem? This is second court case! No, not submitting. She's omitting evidence from. What the fuck?
Well, ain't it obvious that prosecutor woman told me to shut my trap about...
What? V stands for vendetta. Von Karma.
Miss Von Karma, you were hiding critical evidence?
Unforgivable, Von Karma. Suppressing evidence like this. You're as bad as your father.
Confront Francisca, leave it to...
I don't trust the judge on this matter. Ah shit, actually could be Virgil as well.
It's such a scum-like move. From a scum... such a scumbag like you.
God damn it.
Confront Francisca.
Your Honor, the defense asks the prosecutor Von Karma be held in contempt of court.
Well, yes. Sure.
Me in contempt of court? You can't be serious.
But you hid evidence from the court on purpose. That's not fair.
Are you fucking... Phoenix, for once, is showing some goddamn balls. And we're all of a sudden calling him a fucking child? Instead of all the other occasions when we could have called him a fucking child?
Phoenix, are you a lawyer or a school child? I was so angry I was lost my composure.
Miss Von Karma, would you care to explain yourself to this court?
I thought this picture was not important and thus felt no need to submit it. That's all.
How could you think?
Since the picture were more or less the same, so why bother with the second? I mean, it's just so much more trouble than it's worth for me to submit this as evidence.
More trouble than it's worth? How? How can you say that?
If you want to see it that badly, I'll submit it. If you beg. Well, as far as you added to the court record, a picture taken at the murder scene.
Okay.
What's this picture?
I think I now understand why... Yeah, I think I now understand why it specifically stated that she's 18 now.
Oh boy.
It's so obvious his second picture the witness took that day at the scene of the crime. Well, he said he looked off-center, but that's what you get with a nervous amateur.
I think the important point here is the person in this picture. This is most definitely not Maya Fey.
Okay, good. We're focused on that. Good. I was really worried as to which direction the judge is gonna take this to.
What is the meaning of this?
Okay, so I was so far off trying to talk about dead ghosts possessing Maya and taking, and you know... At least I'm just happy we got here. You know what? Mad respect for the judge. He paid more attention to the face.
This might be the break I was looking for. Now, should I or should I not insist that the person in this picture is not Maya?
Drop the issue. We got this far. It's not Maya.
Your Honor, as you can plainly see, the person in this picture is not Maya Fey.
Yes, I see that. It's not just her face, her whole body has taken on different appearance.
There's only one conclusion that can be drawn, then. That somehow this other person snuck in and traded places with the defendant.
Order, order, order! Well, yes, I believe you are correct, Mr. Wright. The person who was inside the channeling chamber was not Maya Fey.
Yeah, we did it. You're too soft. Huh? You're softer than Alan Morgan's strawberry dessert, Phoenix. Take a look at Prosecutor Von Karma's face. She's smiling. I think you had better continue to worry, Mr. Phoenix, right?
Miss Von Karma, what do you mean by that?
Your Honor, I would like for you to take a look at this picture. This was taken yesterday at the detention center visitor's room. This is Mr. Phoenix Wright. That's Mr. Phoenix Wright. And he defended Maya Fey during his visit.
Maya Fey? But isn't this a totally different person?
She looks this way because she's obviously in the middle of channeling a spirit.
So, like, okay. So these are when Phoenix talks to Mia, it's literally like Maya literally turns into Mia. So right now we literally have a fucking 9-year-old just literally grew into an adult in front of all these people's eyes, and nobody fucking questions it. Nobody fucking questions Pearl.
Oh, she must be having one of those growth spurts. Better not mention that. Would be weird.
What the fuck is happening in this universe? What the fuck? Oh my god. Okay.
It's unbelievable that she can...
Oh yeah, you know, it's been maybe like 20 years since I've watched any Yu-Gi-Oh! But I do remember there being like, his voice shifted, or something like that. Like, people were like, whoa, what's going on with this guy?
She can...
Yet, it is the truth. When Maya Fey is in that state, she physically changes into the person she's calling. Miss Von Karma, a word if I...
Okay! What the fuck is happening?
Mia? Take a picture of someone during a private visit is illegal. Surely you must know that that picture can't be submitted as evidence. Obviously, I know this picture is illegal. But I never intended to submit as evidence in the first place. What is she? From the moment I showed this picture to the court, this case became all mine. After all, this image has now been forever burned in the judge's...
Isn't this literally, like... She's admitting to doing something illegal in court.
I don't have even a single witty line. It looks like we're being had.
I don't claim to understand this, and still cannot believe it. Are you saying that this person is defended Maya?
Well, no, but...
What the fuck is happening? If I give up here, the trial will end. But if I slip up and say something wrong, it will cost me. Is there any way I can prove that this person in the picture is not Maya?
Yeah, I literally have my dead boss sitting next to me in the body of a 9-year-old, which really is up to interpretation as to how you want to take that, but it's not fine either way. Don't try it, why not?
Your Honor,
Oh, the fire has returned to your eyes, I see.
this picture. In the picture lies a critical contradiction to all testimony up until now.
A contradiction?
So, you think you spotted a problem with this picture? Then earn your keep. Why don't you point out exactly what is it?
Ah, you wanted to read that. Okay. I'm just gonna I'm gonna stay on the waist level and just point here and not go anywhere higher or lower. 'Cause there's a lot of things questioned about this, but yeah, we're going back to the hole. Yeah. No, I'm not saying that. It's fucking weird.
Let's direct your attention here.
Your sleeve? But there isn't anything odd about it.
And that is exactly what is so odd. Something that should be there is suddenly missing. It should be there. Ah! There's a bullet hole in the sleeve of the defendant's costume. If that's the case, then it should be in this picture as well.
Miss Karma, you intend to hide this valuable piece of evidence? You will most certainly be assigned a penalty for this.
Alright, this should do some major damage to her arguments. Don't celebrate yet. You like to bring down the mood, don't you? Take a look at Miss Von Karma's face.
Back to smiling and wiggling her little finger.
Ah, she's got that condescending green plaster all over her face again.
Takes a bow.
Jumping the gun again, I see. Yeah, Anna. I would like to extend an apology on behalf of those incompetent fools.
What do you mean? And what incompetent fools?
If those fools down at the precinct hadn't missed the bullet hole, I would have gotten a report about it. As I didn't, I could not have known that this picture was of any value to this case.
I see.
She's lying through her teeth, I know it. That one knew about everything. The bullet hole, the picture,
We could still accuse her of just being really fucking flimsy herself for missing out on this. Like, yeah, okay, you can blame the people in the precinct, but you didn't notice this mistake either. Like, you were no better than Gumshoe, and that says a fucking lot.
You can't prove that. Franziska von Karma's idea of a perfect case is quite fascinating, don't you think? Yeah, Anna, you need not worry. If you must assign a penalty, I'll personally make sure the detective gets what's coming.
Gumshoe currently... the hairs on his back just, rose up for a bit. And something else too, but we don't go into that.
I'm sure there will be a great gnashing of teeth at his next salary discussion. Poor Gumshoe.
In any case, there's a very big problem. When the defendant was taken into custody, her costume had a bullet hole in his sleeve. However, from this photo, it would appear that right after the shooting, there was none.
The judge is confused by the strange twist of events. This is your chance, Phoenix. Load all you got in this one shot, alright?
Alright, got the gun right here, and still bullets left in the chamber. Already killed the father. Time for the... Such a shame for the family.
Got it. Watch this, Maya. Your Honor? There's only one logical explanation to the contradiction.
Okay, it's not a fake picture. That bullet hole was made later. Also not possible because this is literally when the door opened and no more shots were fired. The shooter is someone else.
The defendant's sleeve had a bullet hole in it. However, this person's clearly does not. There can be only one explanation. The person who shot Dr. Gray was not the defendant, but a different person altogether. What?
Order! 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 If order is not restored, I will suspend this trial. Oh!
Oh! Why me? My lord! I've been whipped.
The defense's argument is a complete mess.
A complete mess? I fail to see how. Please enlighten us.
Hey, witness.
What the heck? Is there any way to ask a gal a favor?
Be quiet, you. You were the one who said it was only the two of them when you entered the room.
Well, you know.
If you were lying, I swear that my whip will be the last thing you see.
That honestly, in the court of law, you could take that as a literal threat on one's life. Look, sis, you're looking mighty scary, so why don't we say you? Wah! Wah! I swear I wasn't lying or nothing. There wasn't anyone else in there, honest.
You see, now riddle me this, Mr. Phoenix, Wright. Where did the defendant vanish to? And where did this other woman appear from?
Why is it lately all I want to do is cry?
Damn, Phoenix. You should maybe talk to somebody about that. That's not healthy. Not from experience.
Well, if the person in this picture is not the defendant. And this poses two very big questions. First, where did the defendant vanish to? And second, where did this person come from?
That's right. Now hurry up and answer, Mr. Phoenix, Wright.
Come on, you can't fall apart here, Phoenix, Wright. I can't believe that even Mia's calling me by my full name. But, I mean, how am I supposed to prove something like this?
Had enough yet, Mr. Phoenix, Wright? Why are we in the position we need to prove this? Like, what? Should this call for more investigation or something? No, it's our responsibility.
Or do you think you have enough in you to turn things around even now?
To turn things around? Like the turntables.
Like how the turntables?
Like the name of this episode. No, wait, I'm breaking the fourth wall. I need to pay for that one. Last time cost me a lot. That's right, Mia would always turn things around and change her perspective.
Phoenix?
So, where did this intruder appear from? And where did Maya disappear to? I need to look at the situation from a different angle. Let's see.
Oh my god, wait!
Right before we broke in, the third person was already in the room.
No, actually, never mind.
And what if Maya had left the room somehow? If I could prove that either of those conditions were true.
Mr. Wright, let's hear what you come up with.
I think what happened before we forced our way into the channeling chamber is...
Something I can't explain. It just gone. Yes, I think Maya actually had left the room. Because I think a third person had entered it only later, or had already entered it earlier. It's one of the two. I don't know which one the game is going for exactly. Because also, like, do we count as a Maya being leaving the room? Is she not, like, because she's either buried beneath floorboards, like, unironically, this is something that I'm still sticking by, and I'm going full Delulu over this, and I will not be stopped. But then, like, I know there's a third person in the room as well. But have they entered it? Like, were they already in the room? So they hadn't entered exactly? They were waiting. So I'm gonna say Maya had left the room.
Maya left the channeling chamber at some point. And the defense can prove this.
Oh, how a foolish fool makes a foolish face while dreaming foolishly foolish dreams. Maya Fey was being looked after by her aunt, Morgan Fey.
Whip.
The chances of her leaving the crime scene is lower than that detective's salary.
Wow, it's that certain? Or like, it's that low? Like 0? Negative. No way, if it goes to negative, then that means it's actually very possible. So this actually plays into this case.
Anyway, let's see some evidence. Prove that from the murder until time of arrest, the defendant had left the room.
I might be. I very well might be. Like, okay, this most likely... Oh my god. Like, okay, like... I think I'm going about this the wrong way. This is not taking the turns that I expected it to. But these are also, a lot of these are... Fuck, I think I'm on to... I think I chose wrong. I think it was... I thought I was just gonna be... Oh, damn. Until the time of arrest. I don't know if this one has anything on it, except for the fact that that's not... What about this one? Anything here I'm missing? The ferns. Fuck. Like, this is the one thing that could prove how, but I don't know, like... Nothing here proves that she would have left. Is it with the fact that, like, Morgan closed the door and... Fuck, I'm actually completely fucking lost. I think I'm going about this the wrong way. I actually don't... I think it was probably the fact that third person had entered the room. I think that was what I was supposed to go for here. Because I guess that is still yeah, they would not, yeah. This is, I'm going about this the wrong way. I don't think there's anything that would actually, you know, help me out here. I have no idea what this actually would want from me here. I think no matter what I do here, it's just gotta be wrong. I think, honestly, this photo might be it. No, wait, actually. I think it would be the costume, wouldn't it? Because it's somebody else's costume. Yeah, like... This proves that it's not Maya in the room. Does it? I don't know. Fuck, none of this makes fucking sense, man. I think I'm... Okay. Let's go through all the options. Probably not my badge. It has potential, but probably not. Clipping 1, probably not. Guide map, Fey Manor, a diagram of Fey Manor. And this could be, but this doesn't really show anything. It says partial, but we're not going into that apparently. That's just not essential. Slightly translucent. Probably nothing with the Magatama either. Wait. Wait, that's the wrong one! I pressed the wrong button! Fuck!
What the heck is the question mark at the end of it?
Well, actually, I'm not really sure about this everything.
Which time, only person evidence you actually have faith in.
Oopsie. Let me just do a... Just in case I absolutely bungle this up, let me just do a backup save here so that, you know, I don't need to go through the entire 2 hours. Well, actually, an hour. I pressed the wrong button. Fuck.
Ow, that burned.
So I actually kind of want to try the,
The way I'm going about this is all wrong. I have to start over and try to think it in a different manner. What if before we broke in, the third person was already in the room? May have left the room somehow. We could prove that either one of those conditions were true.
Mr. Wright, let's hear what you come up with.
I haven't proved the first channeling rainbow race.
a third person had entered it.
Your Honor, I would like to present some evidence. I have proof that there was someone else in the room before the murder took place.
The black key. The fact that there is another person. Honestly, my best shot.
Please take a look at this.
Okay.
I've already seen it.
Thank you.
And what is the purpose of this item?
Don't you see, Your Honor?
I don't think you actually see what you are doing.
I think it's the card that should be signing you, Mr.
Really?
Ouch, that's strong.
Are you fucking... Okay, fine. The key doesn't do anything. Alright. Someone else in the room before the murder took place. Oh my god. Like, we don't have the... I mean, it could be this one for all I know, but... Wait a minute. No, we don't see that. We don't see there. Is it not like... I think I know what I'm looking for here, but... I can't quite see it. Or I can't quite find it from the photos. So it's not the key. I think that's kind of, you know, that's been... I honestly think it's this photo. I think it's this photo. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Oh my god, what the fuck am I supposed to do here? I thought that would be it. I know where I'm going for. But it's just... Is it just the fact that there's... We've already gone through the fucking thing. It's not the key. I don't think a knife proves anything. If there was someone else in the room before the murder took place. No. Probably not. We shouldn't probably bring Pearl into this. I don't think Gumshoe was there. H question mark actually. Okay, so that does seem like, so that's the same. That's not the same pattern. Yeah, exactly. They should never ask that. Let's get off. I'll try this. Nope, it's not this one either. Seriously. Which one is it then? Someone else was in the room. Okay. Is there any chance that it's not this one? Is there any chance it's not this one? The knife. So it's not the photo. It's not the costume either. That means that there's somebody else. It's not the key that would let, you know, somebody go in there. I don't know if it's anybody in the... Oh my god. Before the murder took place. Before the murder took place. Specifically before the murder took place. Did we find anything at the crime scene? There was a complaint about the damn floor, but there's nothing about this... Nothing about this evidence talks about the damn floor. Like... There was a way that they got Maya out of... Or like, you know... Hold the screen. Not that one either. Split hole. Maya's the greatest fingerprints. Murder weapon. Belongs to the face. Where's Maya's finger? We didn't know about the knife though. Like, does anything here show anything? Not really. That was in the room before the murder took place. Is it about Morgan Fay? I don't think so. This makes so little sense as to what we're even after here. Okay, so not the badge. Wait. You're not wrong, but like, I doubt that's what the game is after right now. Or who knows, maybe it is. So, it's not this thing. Not this thing. I don't see how it could be this one. It doesn't really... Doesn't really make sense. This one I don't think makes any sense. Wait, actually. Wait. No, it's the same one. That is literally Maya's Makatama. So... A mirror... A Reaper... Yeah, I know. I don't know. Wait. Like, I know where there was another person here, but like... Okay, how do you prove that somebody was in the room? By them leaving something in there. The key wasn't... I honestly expected it to be the key. The folding screen. The floor plans of the crime scene. But there's so many interpretations to everything here. Literally, like, even, like, this would just not track. So Pearl gave the key. And she said that she found it around. On either the day of the murder... or something. I don't remember exactly what she said. Okay, it's not a murder weapon. I don't see how it could be the autopsy report either. Fuck. I'm thinking it has to be either, like... I don't know how this would prove anything. So it's none of these. It's none of these. I'm quite sure. It's none of these. It's not this. It's not that. It's not this. Could be this, could be this. I don't see how it could be the knife. It's not the costume, it's not the picture. I don't know if it's this picture either. Like, I guess technically, but like, okay, prove that someone else entered the room before the murder took place. What would... None of the profiles do that. None of the profiles actually show any concrete evidence that, you know, somebody would enter. So I don't think it's any of the any of those either. Unless it's asking me to, like, bring somebody to test, like... Does he want me to bring Morgan? To say, to tell something about the room? They're kind of hinting at that, but, like, not enough where I would know exactly where to go. Oh my god. I'm gonna say diagram then. Like, what else? What else has any relevance to any of this? Nothing. None of this fucking work. I'm not... Also, I don't want to replay all the things, so I'm just gonna go back to the save. We'll try again. Okay. So this would be after... This would be presenting for the... I hate to brute force this, but I honestly don't know where this is going. I really don't know where this is going. From the murder until the time of arrest, the defendant had left the room. Let's see. I don't think... This one doesn't prove it. Maybe the key works here. How does this prove that the how does this prove that the like, what the fuck? How does this prove anything? Would make more sense that there's a key. Like, okay. It makes more sense that the key would be used to have somebody, like... Okay, true. Maya did lock it from the inside. She said that why did she... I can't remember where she said she found it from. That she just found it from somewhere. Because there's a way out. So, yeah, okay. But I was like... Is it because somebody else was in the room? Or like... Oh my god. Did she say incinerator? Because I thought she said that she just found it around. Oh my god. Holy fuck. Miss Hart, do you remember this key? Well, I've seen it. Hey, that's the channeling chamber key, right? Before the channeling started, Maya locked the door from the inside with that. Since the defendant herself locked the door? Yeah, that's why we all couldn't get the door open. Oh yeah, because I tried the picture initially. Accidentally tried the picture. Yeah, okay. So, okay. No, I can kind of see this, but this is still like... Okay. Okay. Oh my god. That's the key, the only... That key's the only one of its kind, after all.
One of a kind, you said.
Okay, so it is one of a kind. Because I thought the pearls... I thought there was actually a second one. And I thought it was that the big thing here was that, like, actually Pearl found... Like, that this key was still on Maya. I thought that was the implication. Sorry, I used my brain to think. And I made connections, and I made leaps and bounds in judgment, and I'm a dumb motherfucker. But it's fine. It makes sense now. I had two directions to go to, I chose the wrong one. That's fine. Wait, Mr. Phoenix, right? Yes, she looks like she's catching on. I'm afraid to ask, but... Why is that key currently in your possession?
Huh? What do you mean?
If Maya Fey locked herself in, the key should have been with her.
Yes, agreed.
However, she did not have the key at the time of her arrest.
Ah, well, ain't that a kick? So how come you're holding it?
I got this as a present from a certain little girl. That little girl was nowhere near the crime scene at the time.
That's preposterous.
This means that Maya Fey must have left the room. If she had not, then I would not be holding this key you see before you.
No.
Seems we are come to an impasse.
This picture has clearly captured the face of the murderer. However, is this person the defendant or not? The defense is arguing that this person is not the defendant. Furthermore, as proved, this key has been submitted as evidence. Miss Karma.
How can this be?
At this point in time, my verdict on the defendant's guilt is not possible.
My perfect case. How is there a flaw in my perfect case? Don't you think you won yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright? I am a prodigy. I have never lost a case. And I don't intend to lose here, in this courtroom, to a fool like you. I don't care what I have to do. I will get my guilty verdict.
Where are you gonna whip now? Actually, Gumshoe. Yeah, he's next on the whipping list.
That's enough. If you would like to continue, do so in the lobby. Court will reconvene tomorrow at 10 a.m. Nice all. Court is adjourned.
June 21st, 1:32 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby, number 3.
Wow! That was you, Pearly? You summoned my sis? I felt I had no choice. Right going, Pearly. I knew you were special. Hey, Nick, did you know?
Yeah. It's not like anyone else in there that could have done that.
Nick, I know you're trying really hard and all, but I really don't remember ever leaving that room. Yeah, I don't think that a third person could have gone into that room.
Yeah. Well, at least we have until tomorrow to pick up it.
Yeah, I mean... This is once again up for interpretation. Like, I think I know what happened to Maya. To some degree, at least. To some degree, this is, like, on some level. But... Like... There are a couple possibilities. And neither of them exactly go align with the idea that she would have left the room or a third person would have entered. So... Okay. I guess I'll see where this goes.
Like, what happened in that room, for instance?
Yeah, I'm counting on you. I envy the two of you. Oh, by the way, Nick, do you think you could take Pearly back home from me?
Sure. Alright, Pearls. You ready to go buy some tickets?
Huh? A ticket?
Poor thing. So sheltered.
Is this the end? Okay, that's the end. That was fucking shenanigans again. I should expect that from the game. Like, in hindsight, yeah, it makes sense. What happened makes sense. Just... God, man. Like, we're throwing out... Yeah, no, she ran. Correction, she ran. Okay, yeah. I love it. I'm supposed to... We're throwing out possible suggestions as to what happened, and I throw out as likely of a fucking solution to the thing, and that's... Unfortunately, that's just not the right assumption. Despite it being just as likely. I mean... like, once again, this thing... Like, she was at the courtroom at 9 a.m. Like, also impressive that she knew how to navigate the city. Like, she ran probably throughout the night. Good God. Okay, I don't think it's a good idea for him to start this now. So instead, I think I'm gonna go, I could technically just end the stream early today. Like, I'm feeling really pissed. Like, I'm feeling, well, not like really pissed, but more like just kind of having that, like, that I'm not doing good, and this is not going well. And I think it's a good time, good and healthy. I just sprayed water all over my keyboard. Great. Well, no, it's just a little spill. Alright, the bottle is maybe a little bit too full. I did not do well. I did not do well. I took way too long to think of simple things, and yeah. I feel like I was I was not particularly in the zone. And I was not doing particularly well. But anyways, I'm not starting a new day because fuck that. This one took like that one took me maybe about a bit over an hour. The first one took me a bit over an hour. This will probably take over an hour, but it's also that late. Well, okay, yeah, I don't know if I misread. I don't know if I misread what she said about the key or if I just simply forgot. Because to my understanding, she found it just laying around. And unspecified. Oh, did she just find like a second key? Yeah, it's like, oh, okay, so there's a, like, because I generally thought that there was a second key in play. I know they said that it was unique, but I was like, oh, maybe that's not true. Maybe someone's lying. But honestly, I should have thought a bit more on that, because even if that would have been the case, that would not have, you know, actually lined up with a lot of this. So he absolutely, yeah. So I should have just thought more on that, but also like, it's just so fucking vague. It was so fucking vague what they asked of me. The key was the best. The key was the absolute best. Answer. I just wasn't sure was that for which one. And because, especially because I accidentally, hell, this could have been solved so much easier had I just not misclicked on the goddamn photograph, and instead tried the key first, because the key was something I was gonna be. It was either that was gonna be the first one or then the second one. But like, God, I just fumbled it. I feel bad. I feel terrible, and I think it may be for the best if I. Actually, I'll just first check if the GOG hunt is out, because I don't think it is. Because if it's out, I could do it. But let's see. Would I get that as a recommendation? Oh, we already have a review of the story's free. Mazios 10-star. There we go. Let's see. There's no. Well, there's a couple of things 3 hours ago. Okay, there's somebody talking about the release date. Okay. So they switched the schedule on it. So alright, yeah, they switched the schedule. It's been moved to a 12th. So we're getting new bounties on Thursdays now, I think. And new quests on Thursdays. Yeah, so that's only tomorrow. So am I gonna be streaming that tomorrow, or am I gonna be streaming this tomorrow? That's a very fucking good question, actually. So I kinda do want to do the GOG hunt. It is GOG time anyway, so, you know. I'll probably just, you know, actually, I think it's easiest for me to just do the GOG hunt. Naturally, if it doesn't take that long. if there's nothing else to check out, I'll just do the GOG hunt. But if they also add another event quest, I'll do the I'll do those. I'll just have a damn. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't really have any. I don't think it's a good idea for me to actually start anything else now, especially at this hour. But damn. I'm sorry about this. Sorry to hear about that. You know, things going wrong. But yeah, yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it for today. So thank you all. Probably watch tomorrow. And bye, sis.